Welcome back. I'm Francesca Page and here's your Newsmax Now update. We have a developing story coming into the newsroom right now. Iraqi security officials say 3 senior members of the Islamic State were killed by a U.S. airstrike today. One of those radicals is reported to be an aide of the ISIS leader Abu al-Baghdadi. We'll continue to bring you the latest updates as we get them. In the meantime, leaders from around the world are arriving in Wales today for what many are calling one of the most important NATO summits in history. President Obama is one of those world leaders in Wales today. Obama is joined by British Prime Minister David Cameron, who is taking tough measures in his own country to combat the extremist threat of ISIS. Meanwhile, crowds gathered to protest as officials arrived for the NATO meeting. Riot police were deployed as demonstrators waved flags, banners and marched near the summit's venue. Members of NATO are expected to discuss several topics, including Russian aggression in Ukraine and the rise of ISIS in the Middle East. Yesterday, U.S. Defense Secretary Chuck Hagel spoke about the threat of ISIS.
We will do everything possible that we can do to destroy their capacity to inflict harm on our people and Western values and our interests.
Hagel says that the U.S. has identified over 100 American citizens who have joined the Islamic State. And according to NBC, one of those people include a former U.S. police officer. The North Carolina man converted to radical Islam after dropping out of the National Guard boot camp. Don Morgan says his reason he supports ISIS is because they put Islamic law first before anything else. He planned to get to Syria from Turkey but was stopped at the airport. Part of the Fight for 15 campaign, which calls for raising the minimum wage to $15 an hour. More protests are expected to appear in about 150 cities across the country today. And in Arizona, investigators say they found the body of a missing 8-year-old girl today. Bullhead City Police are confirming that the body they found is that of Isabella Gorgon Canella. Federal agents joined local police yesterday in the search for the missing girl. Isabella's family say they realized the 8-year-old girl was missing earlier this week. And in Tennessee, 6 teens are at large following yet another escape from a Nashville detention center. Authorities brought 28 teenagers back to their dorms after another incident late last night. 2 staff members suffered minor injuries during that attack. Earlier this week, 32 teens escaped from the same facility. That's your Newsmax Now update. Now back to the Steve Malzberg Show in New York.